Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from Calyx Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from Calyx Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calyxsolutions.io.
And we are, good morning, Patrick. Live.
Morning, Ben.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing fine. Thank you. How about yourself?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if I'm in Texas or New Mexico. I'm in New Mexico.
I'm sorry.
Yes, it's actually a little chilly this morning. It's about 60-something degrees outside. Whew.
Don't they have the Chili Festival coming up?
I think they do.
Yeah.
I love chili. Chili with crackers.
Yep.
Oh, good chili. All right, let's jump right in. Okay, today's title is Alert! Exclamation point. Here's why you must prepare for the next 3 months. Hint, Elon. Okay, Elon is rolling out his robot version 3 here in about a month or so. From what I've heard, it's going to blow people's minds with how interactive and ready for home use and warehouse use this thing is. Like they could literally ship it to a plant, have it watch someone actually do a job, and then just hop right on. The reason I want to bring this up is with AI, listen to this, Patrick. More has actually been invested in AI in the last 3 years than all of the automobile sector of the globe ever.
Wow.
$900 billion in just the last 3 years. Remember with Obama, where we actually bailed out Chrysler and Ford and Chevy and all that? That was $30 billion. If people don't realize, and I want your view on this, as an older gentleman on his way to the promised land.
He shall come like a thief in the night.
Yeah.
You know not when he appears.
And I will leave the window unlocked.
Okay.
It's so $900 billion. Now, a billion ain't what it used to be, let's be honest.
Let me experience that pain.
Yeah, please let me suffer through being a billionaire and having it drop to 900 million over 5 years.
Yeah.
The level of importance of this technology, I just gave you guys the example. This is going to change humanity more than the car. That's how influential this shift is about to be. And how this actually ties in with cryptos is very simple. This is digital intelligence running the majority of our digital economy. In 2012, I think we officially hit more of us were consuming digital products than we were consuming physical products. That includes online banking. That includes Netflix, YouTube, your music. You read books. It's all digital. That exchange of value was usually ran through a Visa, MasterCard, some external
Payment system.
service provider.
Yeah.
Well, with what's going on with, they are setting up to tokenize everything. Your retirement will be tokenized. Your assets you hold in retirement will be tokenized. Your home equity will be tokenized. And I've had so many people go, now I don't see them really tokenizing real estate. Yes. Talk with Gary Cardone, who is one of the largest real estate investors in America, and ask him if he thinks it's going to be tokenized. Absolutely, yes.
Well, and all elements of a real estate transaction are going to be on a blockchain.
Absolutely.
Have to be.
Yep. Oh, did I lose you?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. It's absolute. Every ledger, let's put it this way. Everything that is a ledger or on a ledger will be tokenized. Let's just put it this way. Your home ownership is on a property ledger in your county.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be tokenized. And you and your lender will share a wallet with a certain percentage of the token, because it will be fractionalized every time you pay a payment where a certain amount goes to your principal. The smart contract will move the appropriate representation over to your side of the wallet. So you have access to the representation of your equity instantly. That means you can send your ownership tokens to the bank or wherever, and you can apply for a home equity loan actually based on the accurate equity in your home. And that means you can apply for a home loan as long as you have equity. You'll actually get approved. They may say, all right, we'll give you a 80% loan on what you have in equity or whatever. And you'll receive that right away. There isn't going to be a need for a lot of the, what the hell is that?
Landscapers, I'm going to mute my stuff.
Oh, no, you're good. It is like horrible. All right, there we go. So Patrick, with robotics, tokenization, the digital transfer, is this kind of like it was in the 1800s when you were working with the railroad expansion project?
Yeah, good one. Good one. Yeah, just like it. Just like it. Yeah. Dick.
Every city will be plugged into the railroad network. Oh, what? Oh, no, you're good, Patrick. What is your point of view on how quickly we are moving into this new world? I think it's moving extremely quickly.
Oh, hell yes. I mean, buckle up, Buttercup, because it's going to be faster than you know. Now, what's going to have to follow are suitable and common sense regulations that get applied to these things. I mean, the consumer has to be protected in this. And I don't know that that's necessarily going to end up being the case the first couple of go rounds, because the legal frontiers of these things are just being addressed and experienced, to be honest. I mean, there aren't any cases that have gone to courts, let alone trial, in order to hash out discrepancies and problems. That's going to come. There's that part of it. Then us getting used to how we're going to actually function these engagements. That's another one, because the systems, while they may be blue skied and people have good ideas on how this is going to work, you might want to engage the folks that work at the title companies. I don't know what kind of user group integration they have, and when it comes to this county seats, you're going to want to talk to the recorder of deeds. How does all of this happen? I'm sure that people have done that, but you also find yourself dealing with different laws and ordinances. In Louisiana, we have parish law, right? And it's not the same system.
No,
so
it's not.
There's going to be some chafing.
A little.
And yeah, it'll get ironed out. But I think the bigger issue comes to when everyday man and woman now have to change the way that they're addressing these situations. And some of us are not keen on change, and this is wholesale change.
Well, I would argue that it's actually going to be simpler, because
I don't disagree with that. But what I am saying is it's change.
yes,
and that
even simple change is change. Yeah.
And people are going to break out in hives.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like closing on your house in the next probably 4 or 5 years is going to look completely different than actually that fucking pile of paper that you used to have to sign, and people are going to hate this. People are going to fucking hate this when I say this, but it's true. You're going to need a proof of digital identity. Now, I highly recommend that we leave it to the private sector for that. We don't look for a government ID that is digital. Bad idea. I say we leave it to private entities. Maybe it's your bank, who's licensed and all that good shit, where your wallet at your bank is encrypted, or your app is encrypted, where you've shown you've actually done your KYC with the bank, and they can, because they have all of the licensing, they can give you an ID that is generally accepted. Or maybe Illinois has a digital ID, but Missouri doesn't. But if you have it that way, then you run into, well, Illinois could not recognize Florida's ID. It's we've reached a point where, Jesus, it's almost like we're a global world that doesn't want the necessities of a global world. We want the freedom of exchange, but we don't want to actually give up what we perceive as our privacy.
Right. Now, there are some areas of the world where the majority of people are unbanked.
Yeah.
And so this notion of a digital ID, it's not going to fly with them. But, that's their choice. You want to transact in this environment, that's what you're going to require.
Yeah.
I get it. So, yeah.
I was actually listening to a 4-hour documentary yesterday. This is because what I do on the evolution of the human language. Yes, this is what I do in my free time for entertainment. And it occurred to me that we're right when the Puritans landed on Plymouth Rock with the English language, because language is just an exchange of intellectual value. That's all language is. And what I noticed is the English language grew 60% more words as soon or within 80 years of us landing on within 180 years, the English language grew 60% as we included and invented and integrated other words for this new environment. And I think that is what we are really moving into, is because we were running into new opportunities in this free world where we didn't have the restrictions of England on us anymore. Because for those of you who don't know, in England, in a lot of areas of England, it was illegal to use any language except the accurate language, where if you used slang, It was against the law. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, well, I'm going to tell you that probably didn't fly too well in certain sections of London. I mean,
Yeah.
Cockney English is replete with, yeah, with not King certified language.
Yeah. It's the old world had such a stringent regulations on everyone, whether it was religion or language or currency or whatever. It was so legislated and regulated. And when we came over to America, it there wasn't an enforcement arm of any of those regulations. So people lived freely, not because they weren't technically under the rule, but they didn't have an enforcement mechanism. Well, in the digital world, there's not really an enforcement mechanism for a lot of what we're moving into. I mean, they're saying they want to regulate AI. Good fucking luck. If you know the technology of AI, you can't regulate it. It is literally impossible, just like cryptos.
Well, I think when you have a group of folks that talk about regulating something like AI, they raise a red flag identifying themselves as not quite understanding what the genie's all about and what the genie can do. So I'm glad that we have folks like Elizabeth Warren, who talks about regulating cryptos and AI and all of these other things. I have visions of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Absolutely.
He's a witch! Burn her!
It's a bunny. It's just a little bunny.
But I mean, it is the mentality of it's a witch, burn her kind of just
yeah,
the mob mentality that's associated with this. And it's because, one, they don't understand it. Two, they can't control it. And that's the problem. They want to control something. It's like a fart in a windstorm. You just can't get a handle on it. Not that you want to, but
Yeah. It's all of the governments, they're trying to regulate what you say, what you do online. And they say it's for our own protection, which is absolutely bullshit. What they are trying to protect is their system. Because let's be honest, guys, AI and robotics and cryptos, they cannot actually be held inside of this regulatory structure we've all had. And this is a part I don't think people have realized. You guys, do you guys realize how quickly these robots will be bought and then altered? Think about that. What happens when you have an intelligent kid who has a robot in his house and then he upgrades it? He's like, you know what? I think I can add something to it. If you want an example, look at the 1950s or even 1930s and 80s, all of the years. I can tell you now, I had a truck. I had a 1987 Chevy S10 that had a 350 in it with a souped up rear end, a fucking unreal carburetor. And that wasn't originally like that. How do you think that the general public is going to modify these robots? They're going to come up with shit that no one's even imagined. You're going to have a kid in his garage about maybe 14 or 15 years old who has grown up geeking out on robotics. And he is going to come up with a robot that Elon Musk goes, damn.
Well, I expect little Billy to be able to conjure up a robot that's going to kick Samson the Bully's ass up one side of the street and down the other.
Absolutely, because this is what people need to realize. These robots, look at it just like cars. There are more auto parts sold in America than new cars.
Yeah.
Wait till these young kids have access to the parts. And they're actually taking a little from Tesla robots and they're adding in a little from a Chinese robot and they're putting this, putting that. There are basically going to be hot rod robots.
Oh yeah, yeah. Lowriders.
Yeah,
lowrider, man.
Oh, someone's gonna build a midget robot.
They got a Chevy. My Chevy robot.
And
yes, you're right. They are.
And I'm going to buy it. And I'm going to call him, what was, God, what was that guy's name? Deplane.
Oh yeah. Tattoo.
Yeah.
Tattoo.
Fucking Tattoo. And I'm going to name him Tattoo. And he's going to be all of about 3'4" when he's fully collapsed because he'll have robo legs.
Oh yeah.
And, hey, you short little shit.
Yeah.
Why don't you make me a cup of coffee? Then he has go-go gadget fucking calves that shoot him up to the top of the fucking cabinet. And I mean, I don't think people realize the escalation because this is the Model T moment. Look at how much America has changed since the invention of the car. Highways. Look at the economy that grew around Highway 66 for years. And then larger economies because we got cities and we got all this. We are going to, everyone watching this right now, you're in my digital city right now. You're watching me. This is a digital city. It's a community. We are going to have some. I know for a fact, Patrick loves to look on websites for ammunition and hunting gear and like he hunts, he shoots guns, he's very outsidey. Well, I guarantee there are groups he's a member of on whatever hell I don't like Facebook and YouTube where he watches hunting shows or he's on a group that actually talks about hunting in and around his area or like where he hunts because that's something he enjoys. In the old days, that community was isolated and only got together at like a Cabela's, and they didn't know each other. They're just walking around shopping.
Oh, you'd go check in your deer, and you'd be gone for an hour and a half, and you'd have a cooler full of beer because
Oh,
all the
absolutely.
guys would be talking with one another, checking out the animal that they brought in, having conversations. That's where you actually exchanged information. And then that went away with telecheck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that I thought that was a sad moment when, you'd no longer get together at Bob's gas station where they had the check-in and
Yeah.
people would spend an afternoon. Yeah.
I remember that with my dad because there would be trucks all around and everyone's got horns hanging out the back,
Oh yeah,
showing off the horns.
You don't show up unless you got horns hanging.
Yeah. And you'd actually meet there and you'd walk from truck to truck to truck looking at each other's kills, like, oh, that was a clean shot. Oh yeah, I got him right in the lung. He ran for maybe 10 yards and he dropped, and that was your community. Well, that's all actually going online now. Just like you said, it was like, as soon as you could digitally register, it's like, that kind of sucks. Well, now this changes everything because although it isn't the same, you can hop on and watch a YouTube of someone out there hunting. They're up in there and they're actually explaining exactly what they're shooting with. Hey, this is what I use. This is why I use it. Then you watch the hunt and you watch it again because you like this guy. He's humorous. And I'd go deer hunting with this dude. It'd be a blast. And next thing you know, you're in a community with them. And then they say, hey, I'm actually going to be at the Bella's out in St. Charles on Wednesday. And you're like, shit, I'll go down there and see this motherfucker. I've been watching him for years. Then you go up there and you meet him and you see like hundreds of people and you have something you can relate. Everyone's like sitting there shaking his hand and you're talking to each other and you're really, where are you from? Or if you're in St. Louis, what high school did you go to? For those of you who don't know, that's the question you ask in St. Louis. What high school?
Yeah.
Because as soon as they told you, you knew who they were.
You could pigeonhole them.
Yep. You went to Roosevelt?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you wanted in Publix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And we will exchange more value online in the next 10 years than we have in the whole length of human communication because of the ease of it. And I got bad news. Lawyers and account. Hell, I was exchanging a text with a guy up in New York. He's a lawyer for a big investment firm. He used to work 60 hours a week. He has to come up with shit to do now because of AI. It's writing all of his legal briefs. And then he reads over it and goes, I'll add this or this. And then whop, boom, it's out. He explained he said, I used to, because he has a law library in his office. It's like a wall of like law books. He said, all of that wall is on a file on my fucking computer. And all I do is I load that file in AI and then I write what I want and it references everything to do with what I want done. Out of those he said he has $250,000 worth of legal books, and he goes, now they're just books. He goes, I haven't walked over and opened one of those books. He said in probably like 6 months.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't need to. So lawyers are, he's looking for shit to, like him. He literally said, yeah, I kind of told a lie to my head honchos the other day. He goes, I told them I had a meeting, an off-site meeting with one of our clients, and he did. He was actually meeting one of their clients. They went to the baseball game.
Nice.
And out to eat, and supposedly had a few too many drinks that night. But he's literally saying, like, Ben, I get so much shit done on Monday that I don't have anything else to do by Wednesday. And his law firm has said they're not looking for any more lawyers out of law school.
Really?
Yep. He said they have a young enough group for a good 20 years of, having lawyers there. And rumors are, now he said this, he's only heard rumors, that there will be no more, no one's going to reach a partner level like that's gone. Because that's what he said. He's like AI and the improvements in AI. You are not going to need the number of lawyers that we've needed, and what he actually means with they aren't going to raise you up to actual partner or anything like that. He basically said within the next probably 3 years, what they do, because they have like 46 lawyers. He's like, what they do, he's like, within a year or two, we'll only need 6 or 7 lawyers.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, because you don't need a fucking paralegal anymore. He's like, lawyers, and how he does it is he uses his voice. He tells AI, so he isn't even typing this shit in. And he'll argue with the AI and say, no, I think this legal precedent overrides that, blah, blah, blah. He'll have a debate with the AI until he reaches a resolution he's happy with and goes, yep, that represents our legal position.
Yeah, that reminds me of when I'm on the phone and I got to get something done with a company, and I'm being interviewed by an IVR system, and I start screaming, "Representative, representative!"
Armageddon.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, everyone watching now, please like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be right back. We got to pay for the sponsors.
Introducing the Liberty Laptop, your gateway to online anonymity. Engineered with your privacy in mind, the Liberty Laptop comes equipped with cutting-edge security features, ensuring that your data remains yours and yours alone. No more worries about your personal information being shared without consent. Say goodbye to prying eyes and third-party snoops. Enjoy your online freedom with advanced privacy settings, protecting your every digital move, all at your fingertips. With the Liberty Laptop, you control what others see and don't see. We customize your privacy settings and let only what matters most to you be shared. No more concerns about unwarranted surveillance. We put the power back in your hands. No unwanted access through the laptop's camera and microphone. Powered by the latest technology, the Liberty Laptop ensures performance while respecting your personal boundaries. The Liberty Laptop. Your control. Your privacy. Your world. Visit calyxsolutions.io to experience true personal freedom today.
So, a lot on that topic, there's a judge, a federal judge in Alabama. He fined and reprimanded a lawyer who used AI to draft court filings, and they were inaccurate. I mean, wholly inaccurate. Large sections of citations were inserted, and he asked the attorney, "Did you review this document?" And he said no. And so he fined him $5,000.
Yeah, because AI is great, but you have to read what it puts out.
Oh, it's based on the data that it's provided. So if the parameters that you provide are too lax, not specific enough, it can pull in anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it could insert a recipe.
Yeah, how to make spaghetti.
and so this guy gets hit with a $5,000 fine, and he's potentially going to be removed from the list of attorneys that can be assigned cases of individuals who don't have the financial wherewithal when a court appoints an attorney. He's going to be removed from that list on criminal cases. So that's a hit. That's a hit because he gets paid for that.
Oh, listen to this. A Texas school just announced that they are teaching teachers and using AI instead. Guys, that's coming. And watch, you'll have robot teachers. This is coming, guys. And the robots will have personalities, and they will be trained on how to teach children most effectively. And when the student emails the robot, it will go directly into the robot because it's a fucking computer. So there ain't going to be no grading, tests anymore. And as for human interaction, they're going to have humans at the school. They just have to. But I would much rather have a robot teach my kid than have some pink-haired liberal transvestite loving motherfucker explaining to my kid how it's okay, little Johnny, if you want to put on a dress and walk around like your little Jane. I would much rather have a robot say, Johnny, you need to turn your homework in and let me give you some one-on-one time and help. Because remember, learning is algorithms. That's it. You have to learn how the child learns. Because children learn in different ways. The robot will actually learn the child's algorithm and adjust each of the tests for that, even how you word a question. Because what you write might not actually be how the child reads it. And that's a good question. Your wife was an educator for ever and a day. How do you, off of what you know, how do you implement AI into a school? Right.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, you're gonna pardon me, you're gonna find the teachers union putting up stiff opposition.
Oh, yes.
You know that's going to happen at Jump Street. So you have that to contend with. Then you have parents showing up with pitchforks and torches because the monster's here. I think it has to be a slow process of this is a robot that's going to be used in the school district to help educate the kids. And it's going to be toe in the water kind of a thing.
So you'd say you initially use it as almost like a teacher's assistant?
Something to that effect, yeah. I mean, you have to make it clear to the teachers that this is something that's coming, and you're going to have to embrace it. Because as a school district, we're going to incorporate this. Like anything else, I mean, it's change, and so resistance is going to be there. It's going to spring up immediately.
Actually, now that you mention this, I remember watching a documentary years ago where teachers resisted the idea of having TVs inside the class where you could show, I don't know, like a documentary or something like that. A lot of teachers resisted that because they said, no, that's actually doing our job. And I guess you could look at, because I remember when the was it the Columbus that actually blew up? What was the name of it? The
Space shuttle.
Yes. The Challenger. Yeah. When I was watching that live, when it blew up,
I was too. Yeah.
In school, I'm like, oh, and the teacher quickly went over and shut the TV off. She was like, open your books to page 12.
My wife was the principal of a middle school on 9/11.
Ooh.
And there were teachers who had TVs on, and she went around and pulled the plug on all of them.
Smart. Luckily,
and then the second plane hit.
Yeah. Luckily, could you imagine if something like that happened nowadays with all of these kids who have like their cell phones and instant? I mean, a great example is what happened with Charlie Kirk. I remember I saw it on my phone 10 minutes after it happened. That's how quickly.
Yeah.
And when I saw, and it was gruesome, and we all saw it. And that was real time. This is what happened. Next thing you know, it just went viral, and everyone's watching this person get shot. It's because even with JFK, the movie the film we've all seen of JFK actually getting shot, that wasn't released until 10 years after he was shot.
After the Warren Report was done with the Zapruder film, yes.
Yeah. So now we live in a world. Imagine if we had cell phones like we do now in 1963. It would have been absolutely about, look at what happened when Trump got shot. That went viral. And we live in a world, the old system doesn't work and they cannot hold on to it. The old system has lost control of everything, of all. We live in a world with cryptos. I could send you $100,000 of a shit coin, and you could exchange it into, hell, I don't know, like Bitcoin or Tether or whatever, on a shit coin that no one uses. And there's no system out there that can check every single blockchain every single second, and it's anonymous. So and this is something else I want people to wrap their heads around. We are printing money. Let me explain. Every time that a price of our cryptos actually goes up, that going up is printing more money, right? I'm blurry.
Come on, Bob. Focus.
Yeah. Bob, come on, buddy. It's as I sit and talk, it will recognize and readjust. And it's
robot.
Exactly, damn robot. It's every time that the market cap actually goes up, that's actually creating dollars, because it is perceived at a higher value. So hang on a second. This camera was gonna totally piss me off. I'm still blurry. Oh well. Every single day we create more quote unquote money, because when you launch a new product, you are creating more value, i.e. creating more money, because the physical representation of money is only the realizing and putting into real touchable actual currency that existed already. So whenever the price of the Bitcoin goes up, it isn't that everyone who owns the actual coin had to actually pay that price. It's one person paid a higher price, which raised the value of all of the other coins. That is printing money. Now, it isn't like the Federal Reserve where they're printing money, but they aren't injecting perceived value at the same time. And that's why these prices are going to go ridiculous, because it isn't money, it's perceived value. And that's why these cryptocurrencies are going to go ballistic. And the economy of cryptocurrencies are going to go ballistic, because it's improving the system in efficiency and accuracy. That's what humans do. That's what wakes us up in the morning is, okay, what do I have to do today? Or what am I going to do today? Why do hunters go and practice shooting? And why do they actually purchase a slightly higher quality weapon? Efficiency and accuracy. Why do we use Google Maps? Efficiency and accuracy, hopefully. Everything is moving towards, and always has moved towards, efficiency and accuracy with humans. Now we have a monetary and value system that moves at the most efficient way possible, pure energy. We have reached the point where we can exchange value. Think about that. I could send you $1 million in seconds with no one in between us.
Right.
Do you know how quickly this economy is going to move when you erase all of the middlemen? It's going to fly, because you can exchange information and exchange value in the same fucking transaction. And AI is going to do that. Your AI will have a wallet. They've already built one. I've seen it used, where the AI, you literally say, and Patrick, I know you're going to use this because I know you. You basically tell it, hey, I need a flight and hotel in Florida for such and such date through such and such date. Here's where I'm going to be. I want it as close to that location. Get me the cheapest I can get using all of my memberships, because it will be hooked up with Costco. It is going to be your personal secretary, and it's going to use a digital wallet integrated into it. And that's why you and I launched Calyx Solutions. Because, guys, we are going into a system where you make most of your money on your laptop. Yes, you'll have AI on your phone, but it will be simple AI. If you really want to make a lot of money, everyone watching this, do this. I swear to God, it'll blow your mind. Take your resume and put it into AI and say, judging off of my resume and my salary requirements, what jobs are available right now? that I would enjoy, and watch what it pulls up. It will give you options. Do you want to open your own company? Are you looking for a job and it will give you a road map to launch your own company where you're the only employee. And it will give you how do you market it? How do you advertise? Where should you advertise based on the advertisement environment or what you're wanting to do? Just try that and watch how quickly you look at yourself and go, why do I have a job? With everything I know how to do, why don't I launch my own shit? If you cut grass, it can show you how to launch your own grass cutting company. Simple. It will show you how to register for an LLC or a sole proprietorship. And why should I use LLC and not a sole proprietorship? What are the benefits? And you can literally change your life in one fucking day searching AI for what you want. Remember, your job is a choice. And with this new technology and decentralized economy, if you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook or you're on X, or you have a community, you have a network. And if you offer a service to your friends on Facebook or whatever, or however, you'll slowly collect clients. This is a whole different world, guys. And AI is just going to push us into it once average people realize the tool this is. Oh, yeah. All right, guys and gals, just like I was explaining, and I've said this for years, your laptop, if you know what you're doing, will make you more money than your job. That's why I highly recommend getting the crypto laptop or the Liberty laptop. They are made for you guys. They are made for this new economy. It's where this is all going. Your job in the future, if you do it right and if you choose, will be hopping on your Liberty laptop that protects you from the outside world and gives you access easily to the real internet. All right. And Patrick, we actually do a show every Wednesday. Can you let people know how they can watch our our cyber stuff episode?
Yeah, we have on our website a portal that you can enter, assuming that you are a holder of a crypto laptop or a Liberty laptop. You're eligible to get a subscription. There are 2 subscriptions that are available, and either one of those will afford you the opportunity to watch the show. We send out an email every week with a link to it to watch the live version. And then there's archives. You can go back and look at what we've done in posterity. That's available for you to look at as well. So you'd go to calixsolutions.io. You'll go across the top. You'll see Calix Cyber Suite. Once you're inside the portal, you'll click on that. You'll fill out the information for the subscription, and then we'll end up sending you an email. So Yeah, it's every Wednesday. Broadcast lasts about 45 minutes to an hour. We cover a wide variety of topics dealing with cryptos and security, what's going on in the world in terms of international acceptance of cryptos, legislation, who got convicted, who's getting indicted, what you should do and shouldn't do with respect to your keys. Yeah, so there's a bunch of information that we provide on a weekly basis.
Yep. We have a question. Where do you get a crypto laptop? Easily. 702-845-8276. Or you can email us at info@calyxsolutions.io.
On our website, you can purchase one, which is calyxsolutions.io. Under crypto laptop, you'll see there's an Apple version, there's a PC version, and all the information's there. So feel free to contact us with any questions you have.
Yep. And on our website, we have a chat box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone, have a great day, and like and subscribe before you leave. Like and subscribe to the channel, whatever platform you're watching on. Like and subscribe. And if you're on X, give us a share. Love you guys. Everyone, have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye now.
Introducing the Liberty Laptop, your gateway to online anonymity. Engineered with your privacy in mind, the Liberty Laptop comes equipped with cutting-edge security features, ensuring that your data remains yours and yours alone. No more worries about your personal information being shared without consent. Say goodbye to prying eyes and third-party snoops. Enjoy your online freedom with advanced privacy settings, protecting your every digital move, all at your fingertips. With the Liberty Laptop, you control what others see and don't see. We customize your privacy settings and let only what matters most to you be shared. No more concerns about unwarranted surveillance. We put the power back in your hands. No unwanted access through the laptop's camera and microphone. Powered by the latest technology, the Liberty Laptop ensures performance while respecting your personal boundaries. The Liberty Laptop. Your control. Your privacy. Your world. Visit calyxsolutions.io to experience true personal freedom today.